I tried really hard not to watch this Velma show that people are talking about. Okay, but I couldn't help myself. Let's just talk about it. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Jeru. If you're new here, which you probably are because the channel is brand new, subscribe down below. We got cover some more Velma stuff, content, whatever stuff you guys want to talk about. Let me know, and I'll react to it or talk about it, or just things that make me mad. I'll talk about it here on the channel. Oh my god, this show, man. Look. Long story short, if you're watching this, you're probably already aware of how bad this show is. And yeah, I agree. It's garbage. It's absolutely garbage. But today, I really want to talk about some things that really bother me, and that's basically the death of the Scooby-Doo gang. All the characters are gone. They're scrapped. They're totally different. So let's just compare and contrast Velma's characters to the regular Scooby-Doo universe characters. I think the biggest character flaw or thing that's going on in this show is the absence of Scooby-Doo himself, our dog, our leading childhood dog we all loved and cared about. And for the most part, that is explained in a Variety article by creator Charlie Grandy, who basically said that it felt like what made it a kid's show was a Scooby-Doo dog. So they really wanted to kind of step away from it being a kid's show, and they opted to really not use the dog at all. And also there was some licenses issue as well with Warner Bros. Saying that, hey, you guys are not allowed to use the dog in your new animated series. And creators were like, you know what, fuck it, we don't want to use them anyway. This works out for everybody. Which I think is really stupid, because I feel like if you want to make some kind of animated series from this in a Scooby-Doo universe, you have to at least acknowledge him in some point, or just pay homage to the king of the fucking mystery gang, bro. He was literally the face of this group of kids. So that's one of the biggest mishaps for me. There's no Scooby-Doo. There's nothing for her. There's literally nothing. Okay? Nothing. Second is, the thing that bothers me, it's fucking Shaggy. So the thing is, the two most popular and two most beloved characters of the Scooby-Doo franchise world is Shaggy and Scooby. Everyone knows they're buddy-buddy, they're best friends or whatever. Shaggy's not fucking hanging out here with Velma. Come on, bro. Look, you guys can complain about the race bending or whatever like that. I don't really mind it, but I do think there's some characters that it would look a little weird. They're race bended, or they were just whatever. It would just look weird. I think Shaggy's one of those characters. I think it's just some random white dumb pothead who likes to hang out with his dog. Like, that's just how I see Shaggy, and he's so iconic. Whereas Velma was race bended, and she's not really an iconic character compared to the likes of Scooby-Doo or Shaggy. She's definitely notable, but I think she's easier to accept a race bending, whereas it would be not as accepting for someone like Shaggy. And it's really, and from what I see so far, it's not a big accepted thing. So, and I agree, I think Shaggy, they totally scrapped everything about him, his skin color, his character arc, just the way he is. He's totally anti-drug, like trying to make it really, just trying to break away from anything that holds dear to like people's childhood memories of the character of Shaggy. And then it gets worse. Character-wise, there's Fred, the leader of the fucking mystery gang, how one point, Velma calls out his mystery van, calling it a perv van, whatever. Which, first of all, if you got a problem with the mystery van, you got a problem with me. Because I love that. I used to have a little action figure, the toy, dude. It was beautiful. It's iconic. It's not a perv van. It's their van. Right as now, instead of like this nice, charismatic, like leading type of guy who tries to hold a group together, like whatever. He was kind of basic anyway in the old shows, but now, because he's white, he's just racist, he's anti-feminism, he's misogynistic, he's got a tiny little sausage. It's anything to just have a dig at this. And like, they do that to get a reaction out of people who are opposing other views. And that's exactly that's their goal. I believe that really is their goal, just to have a bunch of people freak the fuck out, talk about it, and then watch the show more. And they're doing a really good job at succeeding with that. Daphne now is typical Daphne she wasn't really a drug dealer before, but in the show, I guess she is a drug dealer. She's just Daphne. It's just not the Daphne, actually, that we all know and loved and had crushes on when we were young kids. I think the worst character, obviously, is the main character, and that's Velma. I don't care that she got race bending. Like I said, she's a character who I think is more, it's like, it would be easier to race bend someone like her who's not as iconic as a Shaggy type character, but that's fine, whatever. I think it was already done before this show. She's queer, gay, whatever you want to call it. That's fine too. If any of these characters were going to be gay, it's definitely going to be Velma. Nobody's gonna argue that, I'm sure. But the thing that makes me so mad is that Velma to me was always a very strong, smart woman. Like she just knew. Like I would go to her to solve the mystery. I think she would be the one to solve mysteries first because of how smart she was and how capable of. She was way more capable than the whole group put together, right? Like she literally was like. You can say nerd, but you can just say she's to me she's the smartest. I didn't see her as a nerd. I saw her as like she's the bookworm. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about. But here, she's totally again totally different from the character we all know and loved. She's just she's mean. Like, and it's just Mindy Kaling's perspective and political view, whatever you want to call it, being not even subliminally, it's out in your face through the word of mouth of the character Velma. She's expressing all her feelings, all her emotions about current policies, current politics, current everything, whatever the world is, whatever it's going on. She's gonna voice it because she has no filter. She won't hold back. I get it. They want to make Velma someone who was really quiet in the show, original shows, more loud and more like I don't give a fuck. I'm Velma. This is that. You're gonna love me. This is that. You guys suck. You guys are white. Blah 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 blah. I think now Velma is more hated than other Scooby-Doo characters like Scrappy-Doo. People always say Scrappy was the worst character. Now guess what? Now it's just Mindy Kaling Velma. So thanks a lot, Mindy. I am all for wanting to reimagine a story or a character or a theme, whatever. But I think it's hard for some genres or just some stories and characters to be reimagined because of how iconic they are. Like Scooby-Doo is a fucking iconic team of kids, and I feel like that's so hard to reimagine. Like if they want to make an adult content, they could have done it with Scooby-Doo in it, with the characters being the same way, but just a different spin and make them curse a little bit, talk about provocative stuff, more violent, whatever you want to do. More content for adult related would have been cool. I get it. But she really wanted to just take these characters and just fucking wipe the floor with them and make brand new characters. And if that was your goal, then why even use this mystery game? Why not just make a random adult content show like a BoJack Horseman or Family Guy or American Dad? Why not just make up your own thing with your same bad humor? Why use these characters if you're gonna do nothing to use their original source material? It's just completely all different. I'll tell you why. Because they want to make a stand or a change. They think they're gonna fucking change the world. All right, I think I'm done ranting now. I gotta go clean up my freaking daughter's little mini kitchen set. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.